Hey, welcome to Homestead Healthy. We're Bob
and Beth,
my beautiful wife, and last week we were lucky. Beth's sister Elvie came to visit. She had a great time at the homestead. She was amazed by everything growing in the garden, but she was really taken in with our pickled jalapenos. We had a really good crop this year, as you can see, and I promised her before she left and headed back out west to Las Vegas, to that hot desert area, that even though I gave her the recipe, I would do a video, show her how to make these. So before I get into chopping everything up, let's just go through what we need. I've got 2 cups apple cider vinegar and 2 cups of water. I've got some black peppercorns, kosher salt, sea salt, whatever you like, you can use. Of course, a mandolin slicer, so I've got to cut up the jalapenos. I'm going to need 2 tablespoons of sugar. I've got an onion, 5 cloves of garlic. You can put as much garlic in as you like. I'll probably add some more. We like garlic in ours. But really, that's going to be about it. You're going to cook everything up, boil it so it's good. Add the vegetables, put them in a jar, and by tomorrow you'll be eating some great pickled jalapenos. So Elvie, this video is for you. Let's get started. Let's get started with cutting up some of the vegetables. Garlic, real easy. I just smash it. Then I'll peel it. I like to keep a extra container here for all the extras that's going to go out to the compost pile in a little while. I gave Elvie some good lessons on composting too while she was here. She started to learn quite a bit. So she had a good time, and that's important. They went to Disney World, they went to Miami, they went to the Kennedy Space Center. They really did quite the tourist thing. I go through and cut the root end off of there, just so no tough pieces get in when you're chewing on it later on. And just rough chop them. You want some pretty good sized pieces because they taste really good when you're chewing on those jalapenos. Some of that pickled garlic comes through and kind of nice. Take a second bowl, just start where everything that's chopped up is going to go before we cook it. Next, take your onion. You don't have to put onion. You don't like onion? That's fine. Sometimes I'll put a sweet pepper in there. Get a nice red bell pepper. Put that in. It looks pretty and adds a little different type of flavor to it too. So totally up to you what you like. Just because I put it in doesn't mean you have to put it in. That's the fun of homesteading and making your own things. You do what you want to do, and you find something you like, and you go with it. You find something you don't like, you don't do it again. It's real simple. How many things we've experimented on, and we've gone, that was really good, or that wasn't that great. And just break them up a little bit. However you like. You like them diced, dice them. I like kind of a long, thicker piece. Again, because when you're eating the jalapenos, some of that pickled onion comes through, and it's nice. It adds a nice touch, extra flavor, an extra dimension to whatever you're making. So you can see we got good-sized onion in there, some garlic, all mixed up together. You can break them apart. They'll break apart as you add the liquid to them later on, but for now, we're good to go. Now we get to the star of the dish, the jalapenos. This is 2 pounds I started with. 2 pounds, and I've already cut the stem off. All right, so if you have a mandolin slicer, don't forget the top. These babies are sharp. So as you get close to the bottom, be ready. If you have a mandolin slicer, it's very simple. If you have steel gloves, even better. How many times I've cut myself because I thought I knew more than the slicer, and I was wrong. But you can see, nice slices, not too thin, not too thick. Between 1/8 and 1/4 of an inch is more than good enough. And we'll be back when we got them all sliced. And let's go ahead and get ready to cook it up. So I'm going to get a good pan, turn my burner. I'm going to add the 2 cups of water and the 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. To that, of course, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 tablespoons of cane sugar, whatever you like. 2 tablespoons. That's all you need. A lot of people like to put honey instead of sugar. That's fine. I've tried that. I like it too. Just a teaspoon of some kind of salt, except pickling salt, of course, or not pickling salt, frog powder #1. You don't want that. Just regular old salt. 1 teaspoon. And just for fun, I just throw in a few peppercorns. Maybe a teaspoon or so, maybe a little more, just to cook up a bit. We're going to heat that up till everything gets good and hot, almost to a boil. If it comes to a boil, fine, don't sweat it. And we'll get ready for the final step. All right, it's all finished cooking. Definitely smells like pickling spice between the sugar, the salt, and the vinegar. Let it cool. It's okay. It doesn't have to go in completely hot. You're not cooking these. You're marinating them. You see, I went ahead and found a new container. It held 2 pounds just about perfectly. So that's what we're going to use. Oh, we're back. I took the time to make some iced coffee. I have got a iced coffee recipe that you would go insane over. But that's another episode. Okay, temps down, 110, 115, somewhere in there, but plenty cool enough to add to the container. So, next step is doing it without making a mess. And I made a little mess. Put the top on. I'll suck the air out in a minute so I can rotate it around. And then what I do, when it's airtight, I store it in the refrigerator upside down overnight. Why? You're going to eat what's on top first. So why not let the vinegar and all the spices get into that first? The bottom will have plenty of time to marinate once you flip it back over. So there it is. Very simple, really good. And all for you, Elvie. This is our pickled jalapeno recipe. I hope you enjoyed it. I know once you taste it, you'll be making more. And don't just stop with jalapenos. Try onions, try garlic, try other peppers, sweet peppers, anything you want. Cucumbers. Hey, it's almost like a pickle. You're only stopped by your creativity, so have fun with it. That about does it for another episode of Homestead Healthy. We thank you for watching. We want to say we appreciate you tuning into our channel. We hope you subscribe and like us and give us that thumbs up. Also click that notification bell so you can find out when we're putting out new videos. We've got some more coming up. I got a kombucha episode about to come through. And hope you had fun. So until next time, once again we say thank you, take care, God bless, from Homestead Healthy.